Hey, what's going on, pilots? It's Hunter. I'm here to give you guys a quick review of the high-grade GM Quel. So I'm pretty happy overall with this kit. Another high grade that I seem to find that I don't have any issues with. I don't know if it's because I take my time with it, or if I just somehow get away with not having any problems with mine. But overall, pretty good articulation. You can get, like, I mean, I suppose right here, I mean, I got that, like, just straight out of the box, like, no mod, so, like, you can get the arm of the kit, like, up pretty high. The legs aren't too crazy. You can't really get a good kneeling pose with it, but that's okay, because this thing's badass as is anyway. So I would probably just rock it like this, in some type of standing form. So the color separation is pretty good. I mean, this is pretty much the color of the GM Quel right out of the box. There's no color correction stickers. Now you could definitely, with either some additional scribing or some panel lining, or well, no, sorry, with some additional scribing, or just kind of going and looking at the existing panel lines and kind of just divvying them up a little bit more, you can definitely do a little bit more color separation depending on your color scheme. But I actually like the fact that it's very dark, like that's a darker scheme, like kind of stealthy, which is why it's going to be part of the stealth crew to begin with. I'm probably only changing it up a little bit for the stealth crew, if at all. Because honestly, I really like the colors on the kit right out of the box. There's only probably a couple of them, maybe the leader of the stealth squad, that will have a like different and even stealthier scheme. But we'll see. I'll probably change out some of the colors, like the red. The red I might just make a very dark red, or change altogether. The yellow in here I'll either change to like a muted silver, or maybe just a more muted kind of gold, just to kind of make it a little different. But all in all, I mean, the dark blues and everything are pretty good in terms of having an already good to go stealth scheme, but that's not really relative to the kit and its and how good it is, like, just as a kit. The build was fine, nothing too complicated. There's a lot of flat surfaces, which make it very easy for sanding or for modding later on down the road if you so choose. You don't really even need to cut any of the pegs that much, because there's still ways to get into things. I would say the backpack, just be mindful of it, but you can still get that apart. The head, same thing. So there's not really anything that I feel fits too snugly. The joints and everything, they don't feel really, I mean, this thing is a lot of polycaps, like a lot, and it's not loose. Like when you go to pose and everything, like I feel like it really keeps up the joint strength, and really seems to not have any loose bits and bobs. The head's good. The only thing I will say is that in the head, this antenna piece, the way it sits in here, even mine's a little bit wobbly. Like, you might be able to see that. But that's nothing that cement can't fix, and you're probably going to keep it relatively the same color as the head anyway. So you could cement it in there, and then just paint the whole thing, and then if you need to, go and use some masking tape to change the color, or hand paint it, depending on what you want to do. Now we can move on to the stickers for the kit. So the stickers here, yeah, not sure you'll be able to see them too well in the webcam, but it does come with a lot of regular like decal stickers, and just only slightly, like, it has like a couple color correction stickers for the like upper chest vents, or like more so like the vents near the shoulders, and the hip part right here, just that little V inside the hip joint, or the waist piece, sorry. And then your normal camera lenses, and I believe like just some reflectors down here at the feet. But other than that, there's really not a whole bunch of color correction, which is nice. For a high grade, I'm used to the IBO kits that have a lot, and I'm definitely going to go back and paint them as a result. This, you could probably slap the decals on and top coat, and it's probably pretty good to go right out of the box. I don't think there's really anything else to this kit. I think it's going to be very fun to customize. What's really nice that I found is that there's the 3mm joint pegs over here, but it's also on this arm too. So I could even throw something on here. Like I'm getting some 30-minute mission kits that have the interfaces that can work with it. So I might even throw like a cannon under there, or something that would kind of fit in, or just kind of look cool with it. And you can always take some of your pre-existing weapons, just get and make your own 3mm rod interface to kind of go there with whatever you have. So I actually think this might be not too bad to customize, and the plastic thickness is pretty darn good on most of the pieces that I think I would even want to attach to and might attach to. So that's actually a pretty sweet thing with this. The thruster nubs are always the thruster nubs, so I can't really go into detail there. It's the same thing. They're always like in the most inopportune spots. The thrusters are probably the one thing I would definitely paint, either a darker gray to match this, or same thing with these like little discs that are on the shield. Probably do the same thing, or just make them like either dark metallic or gunmetal or something that's not that color. I'm not a big fan of that. I'd probably go around painting all the parts that are kind of that color, just some type of darker metallic for this kit. My favorite part, honestly, and it's funny, is the orange visor. I'm not sure you're gonna be able to see it in the webcam. You'll definitely be able to see it in the build, the final build, and on Instagram, where I show off the kit. You'll be able to see the orange visor. Bro, I just have a thing for orange visors. Like, I love it on this, I love it on the Jesta. I think it's because of ye old Master Chief. Big fan of Halo, so I think that's kind of why I like it so much. But it looks really good. Like, I could probably go back and hit this up with an OD color scheme, and it would be pretty much looking like a fucking Spartan. So, yeah, I really like this GM. This is probably my second favorite GM next to the Jesta. And I haven't built a whole lot, but I'm not like the biggest fan of the way the Jigen looks, except if it's like an Ecos because of the color scheme. And even then I'm kind of iffy about it. Like, I'll be building 2 Jestas from Build Fighters to kind of go along with the Spec Ops team, because they look like Jestas still. Sorry, not Jestas, Jigen still. So I'll probably build those and all that, but I really love the Jesta. That's probably gonna be like the major GM in each of the 3 teams, and I'll probably just do something different for each. But yeah, man, I think I might even get a second one of these for the stealth team and do something special with it. So that's all I really have for the review on the high grade GM Quel. If there's any questions that you guys have for me, or any of your input, please put it in the comment section down below. And I have been streaming the builds and everything on Twitch, if you want to go there and kind of watch me go through each of the builds, like, you know, from start to finish, completely not cut, like just the raw footage per se. But yeah, I mean, pretty solid high grade for it being pretty old. I didn't look up when it was built, but yeah, I know it's an older kit, and man, it's solid. It's solid for being an older kit. So definitely recommend this. Again, if you guys have any questions or any issues that you guys have experienced, put in the comment section below so other pilots can take a look and know what to expect when they get this kit. Until next time, Sortie out and hobby on. Thank you guys.